Hi guys, this is Ryan with Omni Lucid Games. Just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick tabletop instructional video here. Forge a car. So first off, thank you for playtesting with us. We hope you guys enjoy it. The reason I wanted to do this is because the tabletop is a little bit different than the actual game. Obviously we have to kind of use what we can, and with this being my first tabletop, maybe I haven't used all the best pieces that I could, but this is basically what I was able to come up with. So just wanted to go over some of the differences that there would be. Obviously we want you guys to read through the rule book that is posted in there. Hopefully you've already taken a little bit of a look at that, but that with this video should definitely help you. I'm not really in this video I'm not really going over how to play, just more of how things work as opposed to in the rule book, because obviously the rule book is going to kind of conflict with what's happening in here, because the rule book is written for the physical game, not for the tabletop. And we definitely want to get your guys' feedback on the actual rule book. We do understand that it's a very rough copy, that there may be some mistakes in there. Some of them we're aware of, some we may not be. So please feel free to leave any and all comments, so that we can, hopefully get that written out as best as we can when it's time to actually bring you the physical game. So to get into this, I'm have my big screen up. This is what it's going to look like when you guys first come into the game. If you're playing with me, obviously I'll probably go into this with you a little bit more, but I'm really hoping that you guys take this on and play with your own friends, or maybe even together, or however you want to do that. So this will be the screen you come into. So first off, just to kind of point out what things are, because we don't have pictures yet in the rule book. So these are your shipboards. This middle piece is the ocean board. Now with this, you guys can right click, hit the toggle, and unlock that. Why you need to know that is because on the other side is our 4-player mode for these boards. I do have it started off where this ocean board is locked, so that you don't accidentally bump it if you don't mean to, but just in case you do want to play 4-player, when we hope you do, that you do know how to unlock that. Now, so like I said, shipboards, ocean board, these are your player mats, depending on which side you were on. This piece is your screen. This will be placed in the middle when you're setting up to hide the other player's board, because you do set up discreetly or secretly. Obviously we have our deck of cards here, and then next to each board we have all of your game pieces. So your chieftain, your shield maiden, archer, and berserker. Don't worry if you're having trouble remembering which is which. They are also over here on the nice little quick reference guide that we have on the player mat, which also gives you kind of, again, it's a quick reference, so it lets you see all of the movements, how they attack, how far, how many actions, all of that stuff. So the first thing that you guys are going to want to do, even potentially before you put your screen up, is you're going to want to go ahead and deal yourself 5 cards. Each person does this, and then put your screen up. Now the thing is that if you're paying attention, you can actually see when the other person picks up their board and moves it around. Why that matters, as you guys will see, I did not get one of the maneuver cards, but if you're maneuvering your board, some of them will, if it's a ranged one, it won't matter so much. But if somebody shifts their board to this, which is the ramming position, then you're going to be able to see that if you're watching close enough, because it does highlight on there. So what I'm suggesting, and how I'd like for you guys to kind of set up, just to keep the integrity of the game, is that you do your setup on a much more dramatic aerial view. So do an aerial view like this, then there's no chance of you potentially seeing your opponent's placements. And then you will go ahead and put your pieces on the shipboard wherever you like. Now, if you are new to tabletop and you're not aware of some of the features, in order to pick up your players, you do need to click and hold until all of it picks up. If you just click and drag, you will take one of the tokens off. So when you're first setting up, be sure to click, hold until it lifts all of them, and then place it. Same as when you're moving around on the board once you actually start. So we'll go ahead. I'm not going to set up all of these because it would take a while, but we'll just throw a couple pieces on here real quick. All right, and then once you guys are all set, then you can go back to your normal view wherever you want. Move that out of the way, and then well, here we'll set this up real quick as the opponent. Again, I'm not going to set everything up, just some of them. Once you guys are set, then go ahead and pick up your board, and you're going to move that into place. It doesn't have to match up directly with the ocean board. You're just trying to get it matched up with the other player's board, just so you can see exactly where your grids line up. I did originally have some snap points, but that was causing some issues with the ramming position of the boards, as well as some of the pieces, they would lock into the wrong place. So just be careful when you're lifting that. It's kind of hard to get the pieces to fall off there, so as long as you just pick it up and kind of move it without flinging it all over the place, you'll be okay. So then what the next thing to bring us that I'm going to talk about here is the way that we track damage on tabletop. So in the physical game, we obviously won't have discs, and there will be actual pieces, or at least that's the plan right now. And the way that you track damage is by placing damage markers on the pieces. However, because we can't do that on tabletop, or at least not yet, maybe once I figure out a little bit more, or we're a little bit further along, we are just using basically a stack of discs. Now, how this is going to work is when you move forward, or when you attack another person's piece. So let's say this berserker is going to move up here to my chieftain, and he's going to take a swing at him. So now they do 3 points of damage, so he comes up, he hits the chieftain for 3. What you're going to do is just take off 3 of the discs to show 3 points of damage have been done, and then you will still, if you hover over them, you can obviously see real quick what their damage points are that are left, and that's just how you will track damage. It also makes it, if you get a card like the bandage card, I believe, yes, so if you do get the bandage card that brings this, that lets you heal, then you can always go ahead and heal back up. Or the shield replace. Now in the case of the shield maiden and the chieftain, which you can see on there is that they do have the little shield symbol, that they do have shields starting off. Again, I'll let you guys read all about shields in the rule book, but just know that the first 3 tokens on those types of units are your shield. So once those 3 are gone, then it's doing normal damage. You guys will have to let us know how you feel about that, and if we need to change that a little bit for the tabletop. Again, it'll be different in the real game. Now, so that's how you do damage. The way you're going to keep track of your funeral boat and how many pieces are going in there, so that we'll say that Berserker just attacked my chieftain. Well, now my chieftain gets his 3 actions. He's going to attack the Berserker. His first hit does his 2 damage. His second hit kills that Berserker. So now you go ahead and you just drop that 1 piece over here. If you manage to take out an entire piece in one shot, you can go ahead and stack all of them over here. Might make your board a little nicer instead of just, kind of flinging pieces all over, but you don't have to. You really just need the 1 to keep track. And I think that is it. Like I said at the beginning, we're very excited to have you guys try out our game. I can't wait to play this with some of you. I'm hoping, again, like I said, that some of you will actually play together as well without us being there, just to see kind of what happens, see what questions come up on your own, and if it's something that you're able to figure out, or what needs to be addressed in the rule book. But yeah, without anything else to go over, like I said, we look forward to all input. Please don't hold back on any of that, and I look forward to hearing your guys' thoughts and playing a few rounds with you. Thanks. Have a good one.